people have been making reels of different clips from Freddy's scenes and putting them together and sending them across on Instagram to me, and generally just sharing it on Instagram, and it just sort of pops up on my feed. So that scene is doing great. The scene of the realization, the other scene that you like very much, where the three of us realized that, oh, this is actually that, when we were looking at the screen. That scene, is going pretty viral. It's quite wonderful. They're also connecting that scene of mine with my scene in Rocket Singh with Ranveer. Somebody made a reel of those two things together. Somebody made a reel of the scene in the spa in the Bads of Bollywood, and cut it with a scene in Sanam Teri Kasam. I was just like, wow, you really have to have some imagination to be able to do that. So it's nice to have tickled people's imagination to the point where they're like doing some really wonderful stuff. I mean, there's people's creativity coming out of the work that I've done. And like I said, it's a great privilege. The character of Freddy is written very fantastically. He has a great arc, and the credit really has to go there, because an actor only comes in once the script and the characterization is ready on paper. And then my job then becomes to execute it in a way that can, surprise, first of all, the director, and then surprise, as an extension, the audience. My work as Freddy, I mean, I've been working in the film industry for now 30 years. I've dealt with all kinds of people, some lovely people, some not so lovely people, lots of producers who have their own take on what cinema is. And I think Freddy then became an amalgamation of all these people that I've had the pleasure to have interacted with. In Bombay Velvet, it was this character, Jimmy Mistry, who smokes a cigar, and that's where it ended for me. But with Aarya, the cigar became much more than just a representation of just tobacco being smoked. I mean, it became about it became so much about power, which it also was in Bombay Velvet. But it became about power. It became about the fact that Ram spent a lot of money buying those cigars for me, and he made sure that they were the best quality cigars in the world. But so the cigar took another sort of dimensional meaning for me with Aarya, and I think Ram had a lot to do with that. Then I did a film very close to Aarya, right after Aarya, called The Ghost, with Nag sir. And Praveen Satru, the director, was very keen that I smoke cigars because he loved the way I smoke cigars in Aarya. So the reason why I talked about cigars and Aarya in the same breath is because it was Aarya that really started the trend of me smoking cigars as these very suave sort of not so nice guys. So when I was growing up, I was watching a lot of Clint Eastwood films, the spaghetti westerns, and just the way he smoked his cigarette was always something that got me. The way Mel Gibson smoked his cigarettes always got me. The way Bruce Willis smoked his cigarettes got me. Very, very excited. So I think it's sort of in my creative DNA to be able to smoke a cigarette or a cigar in a special sort of way. So I guess it works out nicely. So and Aryan, of course, was very, very keen that I smoke those cigars, and because the whole image of this person is this cigar-chomping sort of studio honcho. Director with a clear vision is a joy for any actor to work with, because that means that you're in very, very good hands and very, very safe hands and very, very because the director is the creator of that world, and as an actor you're going to enter that world and you're going to then create and hopefully surprise the director and create for him, and as an extension, create for the audience. So I just find that an amazing quality with Aryan, considering how young he is. I think it's a great series, and I think it was a great character for me to play, and it was an extremely difficult character for me to play. I shared the details of the character with my wife and with my teenage kids, and asked them what they thought about it, and they were all very, very, they wanted me to play it. And they said, Dad, you've never, my wife said that you've never played a part like that. My kids said, Dad, you've never played a part like that, and it'll be such a challenge for you. And they were, they really pushed me along with that. And I was very happy to then play that part. It was a very difficult part for me to play because, he does things which are extremely icky. But I knew that I had to make him a real person, and so there is some amount of connectivity with that, and to find empathy as an actor towards a character like that becomes very difficult. But empathy you must find, because if you don't find the empathy, then the audience does not understand the character, or the character doesn't reach the audience. Been very lucky to have been supported fantastically by some wonderful writing and some great directors. Whether it's Alankrita for Bombay Begums, or Ram for Aarya, or now Aryan for Bads of Bollywood, or Vinay Sapru and Radhika Rao for Sanam Teri Kasam, or Shimit Amin for Rocket Singh, for that matter. The first 15 years of my life in the film industry were very, had a lot to do with, I was still, there was a lot of waiting, and there was a lot of looking, and there was a lot of hoping. There was a lot of, angst about not being able to work as much as I wanted to. So the first 15 years out of these 50 were about that. Then Rocket Singh came and things started to change. They took their time, but they changed. And in the last 5 years, I've been extremely blessed to have, actually in the last 10 years, I've been extremely blessed to have done some work which the audiences have really admired and really liked. So it's a difficult business if you don't really know anybody when you come in here. I had no clue about anything. I was just this kid who just walked out from Delhi and walked into Bombay, literally. And I don't think I even had a phone number to call anybody apart from maybe one cousin. So I didn't really know anybody, or definitely not anybody in the business for sure. But, I have always had a great passion to act. I really love to act. I think I've been lucky because I realized very early on in my childhood that this is what I was going to do. And the fact that I'm now doing it full time with audiences really, liking what I do is a great boon. And I think it's a great privilege.